Hey, what's going on, guys? Hope you're all doing well. In today's video, I want to go over 5 hidden features within the Robinhood app that you might not be aware of. Let's get right to the video. First off, if you guys are new to the channel, haven't been here before, and you don't really know what it's about, I talk about all things investing with my tips, tricks, and insight into the stock market. So if that's something that interests you and you're looking to increase the size of your portfolio, then make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on that bell notification. I post a ton of different content that you're definitely not going to want to miss. All right, so I previously put out a video on the 5 things I wish I knew before investing with the Robinhood app, and some of those things I'm going to recycle, put it right into this video because I feel like they're very important and they are kind of hidden when you look at it. So I'll be talking about that, and if you haven't seen that video, you might want to check it out just to get some insights on what I wish I knew before investing with the app. But to kick this one off right here, I think the best thing for me to do is to screen record and show you exactly what I'm talking about within the Robinhood app. So let me pull that up for you, and here it should be displaying on the screen. So if I go hit the little guy icon in the bottom right hand corner and go right into your settings. So this is what I want to talk about first. If you go into settings and then you hit theme, I think this was new in their latest update actually, so a lot of you might not know about this feature, but you can actually change it to light, dark, or based on market hours, how you want it to be displayed in the app. So if you do light, you click on light, and it looks like if what normally is the market is open in the Robinhood app, it just lets you have that white background. The brightness of it is a lot higher, and you can just see everything within the app. And then you could also do dark, where everything is going to be dark and basically just be easier on your eyes. What I find is I really like to have those dark features when I use the Safari app on my phone, or if I use any apps that allow for nighttime mode or dark. That's what I like. It's just easier on my eyes. I'm not sure if it's better for you in the long run or not, but it just is a lot easier, especially if I'm in bed at night looking on my phone and I don't want to be blasted with a light. So that's a feature that I always love taking advantage of, and Robinhood recently integrated this right into their app, so that was awesome for someone like me who prefers to have it on dark all the time, even when the market's open. So hats off to them right there. The next setting, while I'm just in the settings here, that I want to talk about is 2-factor authentication. Now you set that up by just going into here and turning it on. You can see that I have a text message one, and then when I open up the app, I also have Face ID on. So every time that somebody tries to get in the Robinhood app on my phone, whether it's me or let's say somebody finds my phone, tries to get in my investment portfolio for whatever reason, first off, they're gonna get hit with needing to scan my face. So that's gonna be very hard for them to do unless my face is present. And obviously, if I don't want them getting into it, I'm not gonna let them scan my face. And then also, if somebody tries to sign on from their iPhone, from a different location, a computer somewhere, and this has happened to me too, where I've tried to sign into my account at work, I'm gonna get alerted through a text message and basically have to enter a security code. So if anybody is trying to get into my account that I don't want getting into my account, it's very easy for me to shut them off and not allow them to go in, especially because it's just gonna send me a text, alert me, and then if it's some weird activity, then I'm just gonna change my password and make sure that I take more drastic measures to make sure that my account is locked down and no one that I don't want getting into it can get into it. Because really, when you're dealing with your own money, when you're dealing with your investment portfolios, you want it to be strictly, you, your advisor. You don't want a lot of people having insight to it. You just want it to be very personal, secure, and feel safe with the investments that you have, knowing that nobody can get into your accounts. So those are 2 features right there, often overlooked, but very important when it comes to your investment portfolio. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about, super important, especially if you're a new investor and just getting into the Robinhood app. This is something essential. I'm just going to hop into a company right here and go to buy them. Now, understanding in the top right, you're going to see this order types icon. You're going to want to click that and understand the different types of orders that you can place. So you have market orders, limit orders, stop limit orders, and then trailing stop orders as well. So trailing stop orders is something new that Robinhood implemented. So understanding these is highly critical when you're investing, especially if you have small accounts where you need to take advantage of every single dollar, every single cent that you put into your portfolio to ensure you're getting the maximum value. So basically, what a market order is if you buy it, it's going to buy it whatever the market is. So in the app, it might actually say that the price of a stock is maybe $10.11. If you do a market order, you might get hit with a $10.25 stock that you're buying just because that's what it's set at as the market, even though it doesn't display like that in the Robinhood app. So it is kind of tricky if you do a market order. I always do limit orders. What a limit order is setting the price of the stock that you want to buy in at. So if it says $10.11, then I'm going to set $10.11 to ensure that I get it at that price. Now you can also do stop orders, and basically if the stock price rises to a certain price, then you can trigger a market buy. Understand, it's a market buy, so it could be even higher than that price that the trigger is set at. And then stop limit is basically the same thing, except instead of stopping and triggering a market buy, it's going to be a limit buy. So if you want to buy a stock at a certain price, you set it at that price, and then you make sure that you're buying it at that price and no higher than that. And then obviously you have the trailing stop order, where if it raises above its lowest price by a specific amount, then you can trigger a market buy. So these are all instrumental when you're investing and super critical to understand. And now the other thing that's important, kind of similar to the buying types, is the selling type. So if I go to sell something like this, you see that there's sell order types in the top right. Click on that, you have market order, limit order, stop limit, and trailing stop order. So it's very similar to the way that you're buying them, but everything is reversed. So think about it like this: if you're selling it, then a market order is selling it at the price that the market is currently set at, which can also be lower than what the price is displayed within the Robinhood app. So like I said before, it is kind of tricky. Doing a limit order, you can sell at a minimum price. So say the stock you buy in $10.11, you want to cut losses at $10, you can set a limit sell at $10, so it will sell then when it's triggered. If you do a stop order, if it falls to a fixed price, that's when it's going to sell. And then if you do a stop limit order, basically if it falls to a fixed stop price, then it's going to trigger a limit sell. And then trailing stop is if it falls below its highest price by a specific amount, then you can trigger a market sell. So people have been able to recognize better gains by introducing the trailing stop orders and features within the Robinhood app. So definitely look into these. There's tons of videos out there on them. If you don't understand exactly what they are, I would highly recommend checking those out. So I'm going to go ahead and count those order types as one hidden feature. So basically buying and selling is one hidden feature there, and that would be my third hidden feature. So the fourth hidden feature that I want to talk about, I used to talk a lot about the 100 most popular stocks that are being bought and sold on the Robinhood app, and it used to actually be right on the home screen. So if you look at the home screen here and you scroll all the way to the bottom, you can't even see that anymore. So people ask me how to access that. What you want to do is hit the little guy icon again in the bottom right, and then you have these kind of panels right at the top. If you scroll all the way to the right, you can see the most popular stocks on Robinhood here, and you can view the collection. So obviously these are the 100 most popular stocks on the Robinhood app. A lot of you guys like to, trade some of the similar stocks that other people are trading because you feel like it is a more solid kind of option for you to be doing. But these are all of the 100 most popular apps here. I've definitely traded a few that are in here, and I normally like to trade these actually based on momentum, so that's kind of interesting. If you want to see what I do to trade for momentum, then check out the video that I'm going to have linked. Now the fifth and final tip that I do have for you guys here, if you back right out of this 100 most popular, you still are in your settings, and what a lot of people have asked me is how I'm getting those automatic deposits into my account. So actually all you have to do that is hit the transfers and then schedule an automatic deposit, and you can basically set up a recurring deposit here. I do one every single week. I do a weekly deposit of $100, and that basically just funds my account, especially in the beginning stages here when I'm trying to grow this portfolio as big as I possibly can. And if you guys are new to this channel, don't really know a lot of the stuff I have going on, one of the main things that I talk about here is the Robinhood Challenge. And what I've been doing for the Robinhood Challenge is taking $100, incrementally adding it to my stock portfolio each week, and just investing in solid dividend companies that are poised for growth, that are poised to pay me out in a long time period. So it's a long growth portfolio that I'm trying to create here. I'm trying to get everything to be set up so I'm making passive income on the side, and so far it's been going really well. I would highly recommend checking out some of my videos that I talk about this. I'll put a link to the entire playlist so you can catch up on the series if you want to, and basically I talk about a lot of different tips within that and my investment moves. Also, if you're wondering my investment moves real time, go ahead, follow my Instagram or my Twitter account. I post a lot on Twitter, basically just live talk about what I'm doing, my moves to the stock market, and that's at DLitz TV for both of those. So make sure you give those a follow, and then also stay tuned for my 500 subscriber giveaway. Once we hit that 500 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a quick little giveaway on the channel, so definitely stay tuned for that. Turn on that bell notification so you can be alerted when that video comes out. But anyways, guys, that is all I really have for you today. I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for checking out the video.